So, like a lot of you, like everyone, I love ice. Recently, not that recently, before the recent troubles, I was at the thrift store and I found this. I didn't really know what it was, but it's a star-shaped tube that I thought might work as an ice mold, and it turns out it does work as an ice mold. It works great. Now I found that this length is actually twice as long as I need, so I decided I might just cut this in half, and then I can have two ice molds where once I had one. It also comes with this little cap thing. I don't know what this is for either, but someone told me that these were for making candles. You could put a wick down here and pour your wax in, and this would stop the wax from pouring out all over everywhere. So I guess that's what it is. I'm just gonna say that's what it is. Candle mold. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these in half. Let's go. I mean, that's gonna take forever, right?
So I like to watch YouTube videos. Mostly it's woodworking or maker videos. I find them really relaxing and sort of inspiring to just try stuff at my house, like to make an ingredient or something, because I am no kind of a maker. I am not handy. I got no tools. I don't have any know-how. I got nothing. But like, if one of my YouTube heroes was trying to saw this thing in half, I'm sure that they would use probably a bandsaw, maybe a grinder. Heck, they might just like point a laser at it and it would just fall apart. They might even build it from scratch. They would like 3D print it, or I don't know, water jet something. Anyway, I don't have any of that stuff, but I was happy enough just to get this thing that I found at the thrift store cut in half so I could use it as an ice mold. Now, I did figure out eventually to clamp this thing to my countertop here that I have in the basement, and that made things go a lot easier. The second one I did of these was much better. And of course, I don't have a disc sander or any kind of sander at all. I did manage to buy a file to try and get some of the burrs off of the end of this, and I found some sandpaper lying around. But yeah, I did it. Now we can make some ice. I wouldn't mind making some more kind of ice molds in the future. Out of something, I don't know if anyone's got any good ideas for me how somebody like me could make an ice mold. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm thinking like a silicone mold or something. I know there's some way of forming your own silicone molds. Don't know how exactly that works or if that would work well with ice, but yeah, let me know. So to make clear ice, you just put your water into your cooler with the lid off. Threw in my star molds, and I also threw in a couple of sphere molds. I just put those on top of my water bottles that I use for the cylindrical ice. You put the holes facing down so that the impurities and bubbles have a place to go. Now we'll just throw this in the freezer overnight. So I left this in 20 hours, I think, which is a little less than normal. I usually do about 22, but I wanted to see if I could get away with less time. Our task now is basically to chip out all the ice we don't need. We'll save any promising looking blocks that look like they might be useful, and get our molds out of this block. Now, you might be thinking, this does not look like the easiest way to make ice, and you are correct. This isn't really the easiest way. I do have a video documenting the very, very easiest way to make clear ice. I'll put a link to that down below, maybe even up above. But this This is fun for me. This is, when you come to my house and I give you a star-shaped clear ice cube, you know that, I've gone to some extra trouble to make your drink delicious. These little spheres come out pretty good. There's always a little bit of a bubble in some of these, but they look fine. And these spheres are ones I found at the thrift store that are a little small, but they do fit into my smaller rocks glasses nicely. So, it's all about options. The other thing is I did this for 20 hours in my freezer. I think next time I'll do more like 22, which is what I normally do, because these came out a little shorter than I would like. It all depends on your freezer, though, how long to do it, but 24 hours is sort of a place to start. So yeah, these came out pretty great. Like I said, a little shorter than maybe I want, but you will want to clean up the edge a little bit. They come out in sort of a concave on one side, but that's not a problem. One quick tip, once you get these out of the molds, you're going to want to put them back in the freezer. But if you can keep them from touching when you do that, they won't freeze together. When they freeze together, you have to separate them and they might crack, and it causes trouble. So yeah, if you have room, keep them separate when you refreeze them. Let's make a Negroni real quick. Look, it's a beautiful looking drink, but check out this ice. The real star here is this ice. And now I also have a lot of really good options.
Thank you for joining me on my ice adventure. I'm sure I'll have a lot more to say about ice in the future, but if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer whatever. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and see you next time.